Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to where it's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Archakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who were well and taught the truth. Today's lesson will be entitled, They Have a Limited Shelf Life. They have a limited shelf life. And when I say they, I'm referring to Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Because I listened to Apostar's video this morning, and he was commentating on the elder in Baltimore, and the elder in Baltimore was commentating on Vocab Malone and what he was saying to some individual. And within that clip, Vocab Malone has said that all bad ideas have a limited shelf life. And what brought to mind to me was, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, they have a limited shelf life. And if Vocab Malone, which I believe to be an Edomite, he has a limited shelf life as well. Because once we get into the kingdom of heaven, all Edomites will be exterminated. They will be put down. They will be put into the grave, into the pit, man. And this is in transit, but I am pulling up to my destination right now. So once I park, I will, get some scriptures and so on and so forth. But again, Esau Edom, so-called white man, they have a limited shelf life, man. And it's like, bear with me while I park. Yeah, man, I'm back. So Esau Edom, so-called white men, they have a limited shelf life. Now let's just go into the definition or the meaning of a limited shelf life. It says, buckle my seatbelt. It says, the length of time that a product, especially food, can be kept in a store before it becomes too old to be sold or used. And Esau Edom, so-called white man, they are becoming too old to be used. You've been used, you've been abused, you've been the sword of the Lord Yahweh Yahushai for so long, and it's time for you to be put down. It's time for you to be put down, man. Because that's what it says. Save us from the wicked, which is thy sword. Wicked, thy sword. Psalm 17. That's like, Psalm 17 and verse 13. Arise, O Lord Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver me, so like deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. So right now the Lord is using the Edomites as his sword. But we're coming to the point to where he's been used, he's been abused, the sword is rusty, it's dinged up, and it's time to put it to rest. It's time to put the sword up, and he's going to get what? His battle axe and weapons of war, as we read in Jeremiah 50, which is the Israelites, starting with the elect. Because Esau Edom, they have a limited shelf life, man. They have a limited shelf life. When you go into the definition in Wikipedia, it's like, ain't nobody going to give you $2.75. Shelf life. It says it's a length of time that a commodity may be stored without becoming unfit for use, consumption, or sale. So once you get to that due date, that prescribed portion, that prescribed limit, then it becomes unfit. And when you get to that word unfit now, I don't want the whole thing. I just want unfit. You look up and go to the Merriam-Webster. It says unfit, not adapted to a purpose, not qualified, incapable, physically or mentally unsound. And that's Esau, man. Unfitted. Let's see. Unqualified, unskilled, incapable, unable. So yeah, you're unfit. You're unfit to rule. You're unfit to be in the kingdom. And you're unfit to continue on in rulership. Let's get a scripture real quick. Job 14 verse 5. This is Job. Shalakia. Job 14 and verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. So the Lord has a set due date, a set date. The Lord has a shelf life to where, okay, Esau can go this far, and then after he goes this far, there's no more. There's no more rulership, no more hegemony, no more being on the top no more. Because when you go into this word, his days are already determined, man. Let's see what determined. Seeing his days are determined. H 2782. Charatazah. To cut, to sharpen, to decide, to decree, determine. Salakia. It says to cut, to sharpen, to decide, to decree. Your days has already been decreed. Your shelf life has already been determined. It's already been decreed. It says, so yeah. Now let's get that word decree. It's already been decreed, man. How long that you will be in rulership. Decree. It used to give me definitions right here, but it don't no more. So it keeps on opening more and more tabs. It says in order, usually having the force of law. And who's the force of law? The Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. He's the force. And the Lord has ordered for the decree and ordered for Esau to have a limited shelf life. You can't go past this. To command or enjoin, to determine or order judicially. Charge, commandment, instruction, word. This is the Lord's word. What does it say? And we'll come back to, we'll get it right here. So we'll keep that right there. It said word. That's a synonym for decree. The Lord's word, as it says in Isaiah 55. Isaiah 55 and verse 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. So the Lord's word has said for Esau Edom to have a limited shelf life, for him to go and for his days to be determined, and he can't go past that. So going back, now we're going to get this word bounds. H 2706. That's a chakwa. So chakwa or chak. So it says statute, ordinance. Now, real quick, I love getting the meaning of this word right here in the online etymology. Every time I see ordinance, I want to get that definition or that meaning behind ordinance. Online, they give a great meaning behind this word, man. Ordinance. An authoritative direction. So the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahshua has an authoritative direction to where he said Esau is going to do this. Esau is going to do that. The so-called white man is going to do this, and he's going to be in rulership for A, B, and C for this amount of time, and he can't go past it. An authoritative direction, decree, or command. And when the Lord puts a direction out, who is you to try to change that direction? This is a direction from the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, and there's no changing it. What the Lord has established will remain established. And there's nothing that Esau can do about it. You can't go past what the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahshua has already ordained. Or there it says to put in order. So the Lord has already ordered this from the beginning of time. So, because I think right when you go back to that word decree, that is also a synonym for, direction. And we just read that it said an authoritative direction for the word ordinance. So ordinance, a limit. They have a limit, man. Something prescribed. Prescribed task, prescribed portion, prescribed due, prescribed limit. And when you prescribe something, when you go to the doctor, and you go, they prescribe you some medicine. They say, okay, you're going to get 10 pills from the pharmacy. You go to the pharmacy, you give them the prescription that the doctor gave you, and you say, oh, well, I need 12 pills. No, the prescription says 10 pills, so I'm going to give you 10 pills. You can't go over that prescription. And they always say, you give them the prescription, and then you run out of the 10 pills that you have, and then you try to go back, and it says no refills. There is no refill. There is no refill for you, Esau Edom. You've had two or three refills. You got the Greeks, the Romans, And you're back today as the Americans. As NATO, man. You're back here today. The revival of the Roman Empire. You've had two or three refills, man. You're done. You're finished. There's no more refills, man. You go to the doctor, said, well, I know the prescription says 10 pills, but can I get 15? No. Prescription says 10, so you're going to get 10. So this is their prescribed portion. It says specific decree, enactments, statutes. Decree. Set time. Right here it says a portion, and then it says set time. So you have a set time for you to be in rulership, man. Bound. That he cannot pass. I never went into this word. Let's see. So yeah, we'll go back. Because the Lord Yahweh Shemi Ashai has given them this rulership, this kingdom, as it says in Daniel 4:17. Daniel 4 and verse 17, and it reads, this matters by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over the basis of men. So the Lord has set up the Edomites to be in rulership for a set amount of time. And then once that rulership is done, and once that prescribed time, that prescribed set time is done, then the Lord said, okay, you're done. You can't go. And the Lord said, okay, you got till January 23rd, 2025. And then after that, you're done. And then Esau's trying to say, well, I want to go till the 26th. No, it's too late. And that's not what has been prescribed to you, man. Your prescription says January 23rd, 2020. I'm just putting out a number. I'm just saying a date for a reference of the metaphor that I was putting forth. Because as the scriptures say, no man knoweth the day or the hour when the Lord will return. So I'm just putting forth a date. Oh, yeah, well, he said January 23rd. No. I just was putting that out there for the metaphor. I just said a random date. So, because the Lord has given them this kingdom, this rulership, and this dominion, but it's not going to be forever because they have a limited shelf life. He's unfit. He is no longer fit to be, in rulership. Because right now they're the base of men and they have the rulership, but it's not going to be forever. So this is Job. Job 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the face of the judges thereof. If not, wherein who is he? So the earth has been given unto them. But it hasn't been given unto them for all eternity. It hasn't been given unto them forever. Because unlike Esau, Edom, so-called white man, the Israelites have an unlimited shelf life. Never go bad. We're about to have an unlimited shelf life, man. What does it say? It says, how does it go? Oh yeah, day of evil. Day of evil, I believe. 17 verses. Might be a proverb, yeah. Sorry, Proverbs 16 and verse 4. The Lord Yahweh hath made all things for himself, yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. So he created the wicked not to have an unlimited shelf life, but to have a limited shelf life and to be destroyed, man. They have the Lord created the wicked. They have did what they supposed to do. They push forth wickedness. They push forth ungodliness, adultery, idolatry. They push forth all this madness and perverseness. And now, since all this has been accomplished, well, there's no need for you no more. So now you got to be put to death. Now you're done. You're finished. There's no more need for Esau. There's no more need for wickedness, man, for ungodliness. So now you got to be put down, as it says in Obadiah. The Lord has created them for the day of evil. Obadiah, and there's no, trying to hide from your destruction, man. Like the apostles and elders say, you're going to get Obadiah 1 and 18. Obadiah 18, man. Obadiah 1 verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh has spoken it. So you have a limited shelf life, my God, and you're about to be put down, and there's not going to be any more remaining, because your shelf life is done, and there's not going to be any more need for you. No need for Esau Edom, man. You're being discovered who you truly are, and the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua is about to put you down. He's about to put you down for the count, and there's no changing that. You can't change it, man. The Lord has already said it. As it says in Isaiah, I think it's either 46 and 10 or 49 and 10. Let's try 46. Okay, yep. So we'll start at verse 9. Isaiah 46 and verse 9. And it reads, remember the former things of old, for I am the Most High and there is none else. I am the Most High and there is none unlike me, declaring the end from the beginning. Again, declaring the end from the beginning. From ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand and I will do all my pleasure. So the Lord has already said, hey, my counsel is going to stand. Your counsel ain't going to stand. My counsel is going to stand. And the Lord said, hey, this is how it's going to be. And there's no changing that. There's no trying to stir away from it. There's no trying to, trying to go past that due date. There's no trying to persuade me, because the Lord ain't going to be persuaded, man. The Lord has already said this is going to happen, and it must needs happen. The Lord's word has already gone forth, and the Lord has already declared it he said that it was going to happen from the beginning. This is how the movie's going to end. And that's how it will end, man. It's going to end with the downfall of Esau and so-called white man, as it says in 2nd Ezra 6. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of the followers. You have a set due date, man. Let's just get that. Think I'm lying? We got to get out of this place. But good thing Esau has a limited. Shelf life, man. 2nd Ezra 6 and verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of the fall. So you have a limited shelf life. If you're the end of the world, that means your shelf life is limited. You've been used and abused. It's time for you to get put up and put in the pit, man. You're done for. Finito. There's no more need for Esau, man. They have just like Vocab Malone has a limited shelf life, and every other Edomite on this earth has a limited shelf life. You're not going to live forever. You're not going to be in the kingdom enjoying the benefits. No, man, you got to be put down like a rabid dog. So let's end it off right here in Romans. Now, because it said that because when you get that word shelf life, it said unfit, right? Now we're about to show you what they are fit for. They're fit for destruction, man. They are fit for destruction. Romans 9. We'll start at verse 13, then we're going to jump down. Romans 9 and 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. Lord hates the Edomites. And as it reads in Malachi 1, because this is where what Apostle Paul was quoting, Malachi 1, and it says that and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. The people, not just Esau, the man, but the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. So the Lord hates the Edomites. So jumping down, Romans 9 and verse 21. Hath not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? So the vessel unto honor is the Israelites, and the vessel unto dishonor is the Edomites. And who are you? You are mere clay. The Lord is the potter. Who are you to say, I don't want to be Edomite, I don't want to be destroyed? Well, that's why the Lord created you, man. That's why the Lord created you, and there's no trying to defy it and try to turn back from it, man. The Lord said that the Edomites is going to be done away with, And that's what's going to happen. The Lord said the Edomites is going to be forcefully brought out of rulership, and that's what's going to happen, man. The Lord has not prescribed for the Edomites to be in rulership forever. But that's their mindset. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. This is what they think, but that's not what's going to happen. They want to be like the Most High, but that's not going to happen. The Lord is about to put you down, man. Verse 22, what if the Most High, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction? They are fitted to destruction. This is what they fitted to be, because they have a limited shelf life. In order to fit, you're fit, but you fit to destruction, man. In the NLT, it says, in the same way, even though the Most High has a right to show his anger and his power, he is very patient with those on whom his anger falls, who are destined for destruction. Who is destined for destruction? Esau, Edom, so-called white man. Who is destined for destruction? And who has a limited shelf life? The Edomites, man. Verse 23, in the back in the KJV, and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto glory. Who are them? The Israelites. In the NLT, it says, verse 23, he does this to make the riches of his glory shine even brighter on those whom he shows mercy, who were prepared in advance for glory. Who was prepared in advance for glory? The Israelites. And who was fitted for destruction from the beginning? The Edomites. They have a limited shelf life, man. And thank you, vocab, for saying that. Because now you have a limited shelf life, my guy. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the spirit, to the body, to the fold. And before I end it off, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to where due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachak, and double honors, as always, to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Until next time, Shalom.